Well, welcome into day 2 coverage of the men's finals from the National Aquatic Centre here in Mairangi Bay in Auckland. Looking forward to 5 solid races this evening, starting with the men's 400 metres freestyle. Both Louis Clark and Lewis Clareburt taking things pretty easy this morning in separate heats, but will come together in the middle lanes tonight for the title of the men's 400 metres freestyle. Gus Shivnan did a solid heat this morning, breaking the qualifying mark for the Junior Pan Pacific Championships later in the year, so hopefully he can see an improvement tonight as well. We'll move then to the 400 metre freestyle para multi-class, where Bailey Conlon this morning broke not only the 16 and under age group record, but also the open record for the disability class S14. The 100 backstroke will follow, and all the action in the middle of the pool with Cameron Gray, Kane follows, and Zach Dell in the middle of the pool. All of them breaking the Mare Nostrum qualifying mark this morning, and also looking out for Finn Harland, who broke the New Zealand age group record earlier in the week. We move then to the men's 100 metre breaststroke, and again it'll be Josh Gilbert. He was not far off that Mare Nostrum qualifying mark. If he can duck under 1 second under, he'll be nearly there. He'll have Zahn Collins right on his shoulder the whole way through. Blair Helms did a great effort this morning in the heats as well. We'll finish up with the 100 breaststroke for men para multi-class, and again Bailey Conlon in action there. All across the S14 category. Should be a good race there. I'm joined tonight in commentary by 2016 Rio Olympian Matt Hutchins, which is going to be great to have him on board, especially for the 400 metre events, his main event. Hope you enjoy the action here at the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please join me in welcoming to the pool floor the technical officials for this evening's men's finals. The referee for tonight's men's final from Northland, Carlene Gillespie. The starter for tonight's men's finals from Wellington, Greg Forsyth. Thank you, officials. You can now be seated.
I became an IoT because I just wanted to help out the swimming community, give back, because they've always been amazing when I'm swimming.
So the reason why I became a technical official is because it's much more fun than sitting in the stand. You're right in the middle of it, you get to see all the racing, you get to talk to people and be involved in the event. It's just a great place to be.
I enjoy being a technical official because firstly, it's an easy way for me to be able to give back to the sport that's given me so much. I've been able to go overseas with my own swimming, so it's a good way for me to be able to give back, and it's fun. I get to make new friends amongst the other technical officials, and I feel like it's also helping my own swimming because I understand the rules of the sport on a deeper level.
Why? Because you get to meet so many cool people. You get to be close to the racing, and the technical officials are a happy family. They're good. They teach you, or you learn something new every day, and I have. Over the last 20 years, I suppose, I've had some great support from other officials, and it's just fun. It's so fun, and seeing the swimming close up, that's really exciting. So please come, we want you.
Welcome back to the Apollo Projects Aotearoa Swimming Championships 2022 here at the National Aquatic Centre in Auckland. We start tonight with event 7, the final of the men's 400 metres freestyle, and we'll welcome the swimmers to pool deck now. In lane 8 from Wanaka Swim Club, Benjamin Silipo. In lane 1 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Aiko Shibuya. Lane 7 from Coast Swimming Club, Lan Hamblino. Lane 2 from Neptune Swim Club, Curtis Melsop. At lane 6 from Evolution Aquatics, Isaac Williams. At lane 3 from North Shore, Louis Clark. Lane 5 from Mount Maunganui, Gus Shivnan. In lane 4 from Capital Swim Club, Lewis Clearbert. Away we go for the 400 metres freestyle for men. Lewis Clearbert this morning, the fastest seed in 3:56. He'll be going a lot faster tonight, I'm sure. Joining me in commentary, 2016 Olympian Matt Hutchins. Nice to have you with us, Matt.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Well, great to get some comments from you. This was your main event, the 400 freestyle. You ducked under 350, so you were very much at the pointy end. The 400 freestyle, talk us through the general tactics of an event of this length.
I mean, the biggest thing for me was always you're probably wanting to be going a little bit faster than you think you need to start off. Otherwise, you get caught in a bit of a rhythm, and then you really just want to be building from about 125 metres onwards. Otherwise, you can kind of get caught in this nice, relaxed swim, which feels good, but it's not quite as fast as you'd hope.
Yeah, I'm sure you've probably been caught out a few times where you think you're at a certain pace, you weren't quite, and then you really can't recover. So just looking at the first two through the 100, Lewis Clearbert through 54.74. In fact, I remember seeing that sort of similar time this morning, so he's gone out quickly. Louis Clark on his shoulder at 55.42. Early stages, Matt, but how do you think these two are going?
I mean, they both look really good at the moment. I think Lewis is definitely going to be wanting to sit right in that 28.5 mark, probably the rest of the way. And if he can keep that nice and relaxed, I'm sure there'll be a nice sprint finish at the end. Obviously looking at Lewis to have a big, strong finish as the distance swimmer of the group, I guess.
So the Lewis and the Louis out at the front, a good... 10-metre lead over the rest of the field. Looking back in lane 5, it is Gus Shivnan, who qualified the Junior Pampaks this morning, the 18-year-old from Mount Maunganui. On the other side of the pool, lane 2, that is Curtis Melsop from Neptune. They go through the 200-metre mark, 1:54.07. There's only half a second in it, Matt.
Yeah, and it looks like Louis definitely just keeping his eye on Lewis right there, so definitely keeping him probably where he wants him. Maybe that's part of the race plan, just if you can keep on Lewis's feet and back yourself to kind of out-sprint him in that last 100 metres or so.
Just like any race, whether the 200 or the 400, the third 100 or the third 50, so critical in this event. I mean, is that a mental game? When you hit that third 100, you've really got to, do something special?
Yeah, and it's kind of like I was saying before, you really want to, you're going harder than you think you probably need to. You've got to trust the training you've been doing, that last 100's going to come no matter what. So you really just want to be hitting this 300 metres almost at a full sprint to really turn and go for that last 100.
Lewis Clearbert looking off to the left. Louis Clark breathing off to the right, staring at each other down that third to last 50. They turn with 100 metres to go. 2:53.39. That was a 29.69.50. Looking for maybe a 59.58 for the final 100, Matt. What do you think? You reckon we can pull out sort of a low 350 here?
Yeah, I mean, maybe Lewis is going to, a big 58, 57 sort of on this last 100, big sprint finish, and, see if we can get around that 350, 351 mark.
That would be pretty magic to see the FINA A time of 3:48 maybe out of grasp tonight. Mare Nostrum qualifying 3:56.14. So Lewis Clareburt pulling away to a body length lead now over Louis Clark. Louis Clark trying to hold on, breathing off to the right, doing extremely well.
And Lewis really just leaning on that kick as he's turned here from that last 50, really showing that extra endurance and power right at the end.
Clareburt will win the title for the men's 400 metres freestyle. I think Louis Clark's done a fantastic job to stay in touch the whole way through 3:53.63, which will be a PB for him. And Lewis Clareburt to win. Who will get third to the wall? It will be Gus Shivnan of Mount Maunganui, 4:03. He repeats that 4:03 performance from this morning, going 0.2 quicker. And he'll be happy with that to reconfirm his speed and qualify him for the Junior Pan Packs. And we'll catch a word with Lewis Clareburt, another title to his name on day 2. Here with Lewis Clareburt, the winner of the men's 400 metre freestyle, title number 2 for you, Lewis. Another win and a pretty solid time there in the low 350s. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, it was a good little race there with Louis. Honestly didn't know if it was Louis or Gus because I was so confused. When I walked out, it was like bang straight into the race. So either way, it was a good little battle there with Louis.
Yeah, in terms of race tactics and expectations for that race, did you hit where you wanted to go tonight?
Honestly, coming into this event, I had no expectations about myself. I walked in having no idea, how fast I was going to swim. Program's changed slightly since, leading up to Tokyo, so slight little adjustment compared to the last sort of 3 or 4 years. But yeah, it's obviously not where we want to be, but you have to, I guess, keep going and hopefully you get faster by the main events.
Well, I guess you're working towards some pretty pinnacle events this year, the Worlds and the Commonwealth Games. I assume, should you be selected, you will be attending both of those championships 6 weeks apart. In terms of how do you manage that, that quite close concession between those 2 consecutive meets?
Yeah, I mean, it is very close. I usually leave all the thinking up to the professor back home. So he does all the numbers and number crunching behind the scenes. So I leave all that stuff up to him and just trust what he does.
And you think Gary will be happy with that performance today?
I don't know. He hasn't really given me much this week. I'd say there might be hopefully some little smile on his face that I was able to go faster than this morning. But yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Round of applause for Lewis Clareburt, title number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Cheers.
The next event on the program, event 105, the men's 400 metre freestyle para multi-class, and they'll be coming onto pool deck now. In lane 3 from Greendale Swim Club, Lance Dusto. Lane 5 from Blenheim Swim Club, Jack Bugler. In lane 4 from Te Arawa Swimming, Bailey Conlon. This is the para multi-class for the 400 metre freestyle. Unfortunately, I think Jack's just lost his goggles there. He's working his way through lap number 1. Away goes Bailey Conlon and Lance Dusto in lane 3 and 4. And his coach looking on, going, this is a challenge you're just going to have to overcome here for Jack Bugler. And Bailey Conlon completes the first lap. Here with Matt Hutchins, 2016 Olympian in the 400 and relays as well. Matt, great to have you here. Just quickly talking about your career, you went over to, you did the Olympics, you went over to the States and continued your swimming and then took a break for a while, but nice to hear you're back in the pool and doing a bit of training and racing this week.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I guess really just trying to get back and make sure I'm enjoying it as much as I can, and here this week do a bit of this and a bit of swimming. You know, not sure the fitness is quite what it used to be, so definitely staying away from anything 400 related. But yeah, no, happy to be back and, you know, just finding my groove again a little bit. You know, it's still early days. So. It's
a funny old thing, the swimming retirement, isn't it? You're still young and often you feel like there's still something left to give, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sport that can also age you pretty quick, you know, when you think you've been in it since you're about 12 years old and suddenly you're 25, and where did those years go, I guess?
Yeah, well, wishing you all the best and really looking forward to seeing you in the pool later this week. Now, unfortunately, Jack Bugler has decided to call it at that point. That's just one of those things. The goals look like they snapped at the nose bridge, so no swimmer wants that one to happen. But he'll be back, I'm sure. Bailey Conlon in lane 4 is cruising his way to the front of the field. Lance Dusto about 5 metres behind. Looking for the times here, 4:53.19. The New Zealand record holder and age group record holder, Bailey Conlon, for disability class S14. And they're coming through to the 200 metre mark now. And interesting for these swimmers, Matt, you know, in terms of that split of the first 200, you know, what should they be aiming for? If they're wanting to go sort of the 4:50 mark, what sort of time do you think they should be aiming for around that halfway mark?
You know, I think it depends on the type of swimmer. I was always like, you know, you consider about a 3 to 4 second drop off that sort of, you know, that 200 mark. But, you know, if you think you're more of a distance-based guy, you can relax a little bit more and rely on that strength and endurance to get you home. So, yeah, you know, the 400 is definitely a personal preference kind of race, and you can see people all over the world these days swimming it so differently, with guys that fly out at the start and people that just wait till the very last 50 to sprint it. So.
Yeah, I suppose for the more sprinter-based 400s, if you want to call them that, it's a little unnerving watching your competitor sort of creeping up, you know, in the corner of your eye in that final 100 and sort of hoping that you can hold on. But I guess each, as you say, each and every swimmer has a different tactic to this 400 metres. As we watch these swimmers come through, nearing the end of the 300 metre mark, and these swimmers, these para swimmers are amazing, Matt. They do all the strokes and all the distances. We almost see most of these swimmers in every single event. Very versatile.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's great to see versatility across all forms of the sport. You know, it's just, you know, once you get out there and try everything, you're not going to see me do it. No breaststroke allowed, but, you know, all the props to anyone that wants to get out there and cover everything, I guess.
So 3 swimmers started, 2 will finish here in the para multi-class 400 metres freestyle. And Bailey Conlon at just 16 years of age, he's doing such a great job to be an open champion in this event. He did that this morning, and he just continues to appear on the podium and in the middle lanes of these para events. I think he's got a huge future in this sport, from Te Arawa Swimming. Coached by Henk down there in Rotorua. And coming down to the final 25, a 4:53.19 this morning.
And just looking at, could be tight, might be looking at another best time here, another national record to add to the list of achievements. Going to be cutting it a bit close, but we might get there.
He comes in to finish at 4:52.66, a new national record and New Zealand age group record for Bailey Conlon, the 16-year-old. Great job. with only 2 swimmers in that field. Great effort. Had to do that out on his own, 10 metres in front. Last Thustow coming in to finish. We'll just check out his time. I missed that as he finished there. But we'll get a word with Bailey. Let's see how he feels about that one. He's pretty happy, pumping the fist. Here with Bailey Conlon, the winner of the men's 400 metre freestyle para multi-class. Congratulations, and another New Zealand age group record and open record. How do you feel?
Oh, absolutely exhausted.
So you should be, to go faster again than your record this morning. And obviously you might have seen through the corner of your eye that Jack Bugler sort of jumped out, he lost his goggles, so there's only 2 of you in that field. So what do you have to say to Henk, your coach? What do you think he'll be thinking?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think he'll be happy with you?
Obviously.
That's good. What's up next for you?
100 metre breaststroke.
And that's just in a few minutes, right? You're going to have to get in that pool, warm down. Round of applause for Bailey Conlon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Apollo Projects Aotearoa Swimming Championships 2022. A great record there by Bailey Conlon, 2 of them. Now we move to event number 8, the final of the men's 100 metres backstroke. In lane 8 from Waitakere Swim Club, Hunter Dobson. In lane 1 from NTD Wellington, Alex Esposito. Lane 7 from North Shore, Gustav Kamper. Lane 2 from Capital Swim Club, Finn Harland. Lane 6 from North Shore, Cooper Morley. Lane 3 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Zach Dell. And lane 4 from North Shore, Kane Follows. Final of the men's 100 metre backstroke, 2 lengths of the 50 metre pool here. Great start by Cameron Gray in lane 3. He takes it out by a fraction of a body length, but coming strong is Zach Dell in lane 5.
Yeah, great start from lane 3 and lane 5 there. You know, Zach and taken out. They're going to really want to hit this turn hard. You're probably going to see all three of those guys in the middle right up on that 15-metre mark off this turn, really taking advantage of that cool water underneath before sprinting home.
Great underwater work by Zach Dell. He comes out in front in lane 5. Zach Dell, can he hold on? 25 metres to go. Kane follows, has got some work to do in lane 4. Zach Dell, he's out by about
Cameron Gray.
Quarter of a body length. Cameron Gray coming home strongly in 3. But Zach Dell's going to hold on for the title. He comes through, 54.11. And just looking at that time,
it's under the Mare Nostrum time.
under the development time for the Worlds, not quite under the FINA A time there, but a very, very good performance there by Zach Dell. Second to the wall was Cameron Gray. We'll just wait on those results. What a finish. Lowering the heat time, Zach Dell, of 1.2 seconds from heat to final. Zach Dell had it at the 50-metre mark. He brought it home strongly. He had the endurance to hold that lead all the way through to the finish. And just waiting on that result for the rest of the field. It was Cameron Gray second in 54.67, follows third, just under 55. Well done, Zach. What a performance in that 100-metre backstroke. I'll let you just tell us all how you feel. How did that go?
Pretty stoked with that time. It's a huge PB. Just over the FINA A time, which is so I've got another shot at it tomorrow in the relay, so give another crack there.
Great attitude. I mean, you turned first and then you held that exact margin all the way to the end. You must be really proud of the fact of how that last 25 metres.
Yeah, that was always the plan, just to go out hard and hold on. Yeah.
Must be pretty cool having sort of that calibre of competitor in the field. You had Cameron in there and Kane right alongside you. That pressure leading in, do you feel that, or does it excite you? How do you feel?
Yeah, a bit of both. Pretty nervous, but also excited. Yeah.
And now coming off that, you've got, how many other events you got this week?
The relay tomorrow night, 200 back, 100 free and 50 free.
So a pretty full program for you. Well done on the title and congratulations.
Thank you.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
So Zach Dell, well aware of that FINA A time. He was only a fraction of a second, like we're talking 0.06 of a second off that time, and he's got the right attitude to come back. We move now to event number 9, the men's 100-metre breaststroke final. In lane 8 from North Shore, Harrison Cook. In lane 1 from Viking Swim Club, Lachlan McKenzie. Lane 7 from Waitakere Swim Club, James Slesser. Lane 2 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Eli Litton. Lane 6 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Ben Masters. Lane 3 from North Shore, Blair Helms. Lane 5 from Coast Swimming Club, Zahn Collins. And in lane 4 from Evolution Aquatics, Josh Gilbert. Away we go, the fastest 800-metre breaststrokers in New Zealand at the moment. Josh Gilbert in the yellow cap in lane 4, and inside him Blair Helms from North Shore, stroke for stroke through the first 25. Matt Hutchins joining me in commentary, the 2:16 Olympian, as they approach the first 50.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a nice even spread across the board, across the pool here going into this turn. So it's going to see who can get their hands on and off the wall and into that pull out. You know, when it's the 100, not too much ground to make up on turns, which is big in breaststroke. So who can get out here and really power through this last 40, 35 metres going forward.
It was Josh Gilbert to the turn first. Zahn Collins just a fraction after him, 0.3 of a second. Josh Gilbert hangs on to the lead with 25 metres to go. Starting to up that stroke rate. Zahn Collins pushing hard, as is Blair Helms in lane 3. The middle lanes is where the action is at. 5 metres to go. Josh Gilbert's going to hold on and win this title. 1:02.86, just a fraction faster than this morning's heat time. It'll be Zahn Collins to get the silver. Blair Helms takes the bronze. And you can see that going into the 50-metre turn was exactly the same margin he held throughout the second 50. A really good turn and pull out there by Gilbert. He's really remained on top of the 100-metre breaststroke for the last few years. Here with Josh Gilbert, a title, 100-metre breaststroke. Josh, how do you feel? A title for you, but time, were you happy with that time?
I wish it could have gone a little bit faster, but overall, yeah, I'm happy with the time.
You had a pretty tough field there, right on both sides. They were right with you all the way down that first lap. You wouldn't know, but you turned first, and that margin you held all the way back in that second 50, so really good endurance to hold on. So how's the work been going leading into this? Have you been happy with how much you've got going on?
Yeah, I've been really happy with my training this year so far. I've been training really hard, so it's starting to pay off a little bit.
That's fantastic. Obviously, a few more breaststroke events to go this week. What is the goal? What are the main events for you this year? You're obviously trying to get this Meta Nostrum qualifying mark.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the 200, and hopefully we can see if we can still get a qualifying time in there.
Absolutely. You've got a fantastic squad down there in Tauranga. How much does that sort of, keep the enjoyment up in swimming and make sure you're motivated and get the best out of yourself?
Yeah, it's really good actually. Quite enjoy my coach Mike Lee's company, and we have a good little squad down there that trains hard, and yeah, makes it nice and easy.
Good on you. Josh Gilbert, give him a round of applause. Title in the 100 metres breaststroke for men. Well done.
Thank you.
Moving now to event 106, the men's 100-metre breaststroke final para multi-class. In lane 3 from Blenheim Swim Club, Jack Bugler. In lane 5 from Parnell Swimming, James Hayden. And in lane 4 from Te Arawa Swimming, Bailey Conlon. Great to see Jack Bugler back in the pool here, and Bailey Conlon in 4, James Hayden in 5. These swimmers, this is their favoured stroke, the breaststroke, a number of them here. So all in disability class SB 14. Matt Hutchins, 2016 Olympian, in commentary with me.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, great versatility from these guys going straight from the 400 into this 100 breast. But you got some real breaststrokers in this race. Jack holds both the long and short course open records in the 200 breaststroke for this class. So really looking for him to power through this back 50 with that 200 endurance.
And Bailey Conlon, the 50-metre New Zealand record holder as well, I think. So we've got some distance and some speed. So it'll be interesting to see how this sort of comes together. James Hayden doing well there in lane 5, the 15-year-old from Parnell. And Jack Bugler, the oldest in the field at 19 years of age.
And just impressive with the youth across the board there. I mean, at 19 being the oldest in the group, you know, nothing to feel old about at all. But we've got a nice tight finish coming in here.
Yeah, so James Hayden versus Bailey Conlon, lane 4 and 5. First one to touch the wall will win the title. It's going to come down to the touch. I wonder if they know how close it is. Bailey Conlon sneaks a look, but no, it's going to be James Hayden that takes the win. 1:28.83. And good times across the board. So James Hayden, first national meet and first national title for him. What a great job. We'll catch a word with him shortly. And talking about ages, Matt, you said you were 27. You're never too old. So you only grow in maturity. The top 2 inches probably get a bit stronger too. So we'll catch a word with James Hayden now. We're here with James Hayden, the winner of the 100-metre breaststroke men's para multi-class. Put it there, buddy.
Thank you.
Your first national meet and your first national title. You must be really happy, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
Was that a best time for you tonight?
Yeah, it was.
1:28. Did you know it was very, very close in the final 5 to 10 metres? Could you see Bailey Conlon out of your eye?
No.
You just pushed it to the end.
Yeah.
And who's your coach here from Parnell?
Khaled.
Yeah, and would you like to say a few words or wave through the camera at any family or friends at home?
Thank you, Khaled. You're the best.
Awesome. Round of applause for James Hayden, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the men's 100 breaststroke para multi-class. Well, we'll now put our hands together and thank the technical officials for the men's final session as they leave the pool deck. Thank you very much for your service and attention.
I became an IOT because I just wanted to help out the swimming community, give back, because they've always been amazing when I'm swimming.
So the reason why I became a technical official is because it's much more fun than sitting in the stand. You're right in the middle of it, you get to see all the racing, you get to talk to people and be involved in the event. It's just a great place to be.
I enjoy being a technical official because firstly, it's an easy way for me to be able to give back to the sport that's given me so much. Like, I've been able to go overseas with my own swimming, so it's a good way for me to be able to give back, and it's fun. I get to make new friends amongst the other technical officials, and I feel like it's also helping my own swimming because I understand the rules of the sport on a deeper level.
Why? Because you get to meet so many cool people. You get to be close to the racing, And the technical officials are a happy family, they're good. They teach you, or you learn something new every day, and I have. Over the last 20 years, I suppose, I've had some great support from other officials, and it's just fun. It's so fun, and seeing the swimming close up, that's really exciting. So please come, we want you.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Well, welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Swimming Championships 2022. A great night, short afternoon of action there, 5 furiously fast races, and now we move to the medal ceremony for those events. And presenting those medals will be CEO of Swimming New Zealand, Steve Johns. And we'll start with the medals for event 7, the men's 400 metres freestyle. In third place, in 4:03.53, hitting the qualifying mark for the Junior Pan Pacifics, from Mount Maunganui, Gus Shivnan. In silver medal position in 3:53.63 from North Shore Swimming Club, Louis Clark. And Louis reaching that Mare Nostrum qualifying mark and winning the gold in 3:52.05 from Capital Swim Club, Lewis Clearbird. Moving now to event 8, the men's 100 metre backstroke medal ceremony. Third place, the bronze medalist in 54.84 from North Shore Swimming Club, Kane Follows. Silver medalist in 54.67 from North Shore Swimming Club, Cameron Gray. And winning the gold medal in 54.11 from Pukekohe Swimming Club, Zach Dell. All 3 of these swimmers reaching the Mare Nostrum qualifying mark. Moving now to event 9, the men's 100 metre breaststroke medal ceremony. Bronze medal in 1:03.84 from North Shore Swimming Club, Blair Helms. Silver medalist in 1:03.81 from Coast Swimming Club, Zahn Collins. And winning the gold medal in 1:02.86 from Evolution Aquatics Tauranga, Josh Gilbert. Moving now to events, the medal ceremony for event 105, the men's 400 metre freestyle para multi-class. The silver medalist in 4:58.75 from Greendale is Lance Dusto. And the gold medalist, the winner from Te Arawa Swimming in a New Zealand record and New Zealand age group record time of 4:52.66, Bailey Conlon. And Jack Bugler coming in to join them. Obviously disappointing for him to have the broken goggles in lap 1, and he bowed out, but he came back strongly later in the program. We move now to event 106, the men's 100-metre breaststroke para multi-class medal ceremony. The bronze medalist in 1:31.39 from Blenheim Swim Club, Jack Bugler. Silver medalist in 1:29.24 from Te Arawa Swimming, Bailey Conlon. And winning the gold medal in 1:28.83 from Parnell Swimming, James Hayden. Well, a fantastic afternoon, early evening of racing here in the men's day 2. And great performances by Lewis Clareburt and Louis Clark in the 400-metre freestyle for men to kick off the afternoon's finals. Both of them going under the Madeira Nostrum Championship qualifying mark. The 100-metre backstroke for men, that was a close one, coming all the way down to the line, was Zach Dell winning that, just a fraction over that FINA A time. He's looking to come back and hopefully do it all in the 200-metre backstroke. The men's 100-metre breaststroke, Josh Gilbert led from start to finish. He's hoping to go a bit faster on the 200 as well to get near that Madeira Nostrum time. And the para multi-class events, Bailey Conlon, and another New Zealand record in both age and open, and also the 100 breaststroke with James Hayden, the first win for him. We look forward to you joining us again for the women's finals starting at 7:25 p.m. this evening. Again, the 400 freestyle, 100 back, 100 breast, 100 breaststroke para multi-class as well. So join us there. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again soon.